Welcome, folks, to No Bones About It. Oh, what happened to my picture? Oh, it went smaller. I didn't. I'm not. It's been a long day, Armin. Folks, I
I
got
hear you.
Armin Caprielian. Did
Wow, there he
I
goes.
get that right?
Perfect.
All right, Armin. I'm smoking the Lancero,
Oh, look at you. Thank you,
and
sir.
then I got on deck. I believe this is the
Aristocrat.
Mastivo,
Aristocrat.
Aristocrat Mastivo. Or I thought it said Mastivo. Did I read that wrong?
Mestizo is the one with the black label. Aristocrat's the blue label.
Oh, yeah, that's the blue label. I got both of them in there, so I'm good. Okay, I'm good.
You can't go wrong with either one of them, my man.
No, no, no. So, folks, Armin is one of two or three owners, operators of DAV Cigars out of New York. Man, you got to update your LinkedIn then. I did all my research this afternoon. It says, okay,
No shit.
yeah.
Yeah, it's me and Val, me and the big dog. And by the way, when I was in the back room waiting for the show, your intro, I'm impressed, man. It looks really great. Looks really great. Congrats
I
on
gotta do,
that. I'm honored to be
gotta do,
here.
gotta do something else. That was all done by Ray.
Kudos to Ray,
Um,
man.
I got to work on, welcome, Jose. I got to work on something else too for the Tuesday night show. But anyway, thank you for coming on.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Tell the folks, let's go into the thing because I know what made you transition, or I know you're still doing it, but what made you go from a realtor to owning a cigar company?
A little nuts, maybe. I don't know. Actually, that's a good question. I mean, look, I've always been into cigars. I had my first cigar when I was 17, so now we're talking over 30 years. Val, my partner, had his first cigar on his honeymoon, no less. And it's
Oh,
amazing how the world works because he and I are Armenian. He was on his uh, it was a double wedding. They were on their double honeymoon, and while they were hanging out and having drinks, there was a guy playing piano, and they were like just floored by his talent. And the guy comes over because he heard Val and the guys talk Armenian. He goes, "You're Armenian?" He goes, "Yeah." "Oh, so am I." He extends his hand. The piano player, mind you, extends his hand to Val and goes, "Abo Uvezian." So Val Atakanyan, and he's kind of like, "You don't know who I am?" He says, "Well, I'm figuring you're Armenian because you asked me that question. That's it." He goes, "I'm sorry." He goes, "Well, I make cigars. Are you into cigars?" He goes, "I never had a cigar." So Abo reaches in his breast pocket, gives Val his very first cigar, no less. So he was uh, he was addicted from that moment on. And a few years ago, he and I were having a cigar together, and we just started talking about the business and cigars in general. And he said, I know some guys in DR. Maybe it's worth taking a trip. And that's what led to our first trip to DR and what would later be the factory that we would partner with, Remembranza in Santiago. And the rest, my friend, is history 5 years ago. So here we are, still at it.
that's great. I can't remember how I met you. It's been a while now, a couple years. I think it's through the BCA. We got
Probably.
Kathy and Kerr when you first started
Yes,
getting into that,
that's
and
right.
her somewhere along the line. But we've never met in person. But we'll get to meet on when August
Oh,
13th.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I am stoked about that. We were gonna fly, but
Uh-huh.
then Mort's that does a show with me on Tuesday. His son's in town from Ohio, so he's kind of
Okay.
teleworking. He's kind of teleworking, doing his masters at the same time. So
Okay.
he's gotten into smoking cigars, which is another 30-year-old, 31, 32-year-old one.
Yeah.
We got to get the younger ones. We can't go any younger than 21. We don't
Uh-huh.
want to get anybody in any trouble.
Yes, sir.
Um, YouTube and all those guys, they already got us by the you know what. But
Yeah.
so he wanted to go, so we said, well, we might as well drive. So now we're leaving on Thursday morning. We should be up there Thursday afternoon or Thursday
Perfect.
night sometime, and
Perfect.
then have all day Friday to get ready for the party Friday night.
Uh-huh. Well, I
I'm
knew,
ready.
first of all, you and I, we were going to bond because you are a former New Yorker.
Oh, dude,
I am a New Yorker, still am.
I'm always a New Yorker, but I'll never go back. I'll never move
say
back.
never.
I would never move back. I got to go and see family and friends. I know
Right
I have
on.
to do that, but I
Sure.
want to wait till it cleans up and straightens out a little bit.
Yeah,
But,
let's hope that happens sooner than later, man.
I hope so. I really do hope so, because my sisters, I can't talk her into leaving. But
Yeah.
when was now that we're open again,
Yeah.
kind of, sort of, and you've
Sure.
taken your first shot, right? Have you gotten the second one yet?
No, I just got the first one on Friday, believe it or not, the
Okay.
Moderna. And honestly, aside from the soreness of where I got the shot, I didn't feel anything else.
I was the same way. I didn't both times, first and second.
Oh, that's good to hear, because I know some people that got slammed after the second one. I'm hoping
Well,
I'm not one of those.
You wouldn't happen to be O positive by any chance, would you?
No.
Your blood type? Okay.
I know I'm
Is
not
it-
O
for whatever
positive, but I
reason-
couldn't tell you what the hell I am. You'd
know,
figure
that's
I would
funny,
know
because
my own blood type.
a lot of people don't know what their blood types are. I probably wouldn't know if I didn't join the military. I probably never would have known what my blood type was.
There you go.
That's
There you go.
on your dog tags. But so what year did you start again?
What, the cigar biz?
Cigars, yes.
We're coming on 5 years. 5 years.
Wow, you've come a long way, because the Lanceros are fantastic, and
Thanks,
the
man. I
Aristocrat
really
is probably my
appreciate it.
favorite.
We're actually getting another shipment in soon, sir. So I'll keep you posted on that. And it'll come in right around the time when we have our new cigar, our long anticipated Series 1918, which will be on its way as well, sir. And I will make sure.
Where did that come from? The name.
Okay, so Series 1918. Again, this goes back to Val and I with our Armenian roots, and 1918 has huge significance for us, because after the genocide, and I have family members who were survivors. My grandparents were survivors. Right around World War I, in April 24, 1915, perpetrated by the Young Turks, and it took 3 long, hard years and a lot of bloodshed. But Armenia actually had its first independence dated May 28, 1918. So
Okay.
that's what inspired us. 1918 came from that. So we wanted a special cigar to represent such a special date. So we came up with that. You'll see it. It's same logo, but the band is purple. It's got a really nice Cameroon wrapper. We still have a Dominican binder, but the filler is where we get everybody. We've got 6 different tobaccos. We've got Dominican in there. We've got Nicaraguan and Brazilian. It is a really amazing, complex profile. You're going to get the sweet, the savory, the spicy, the cocoa, the coffee. You're gonna go through all that. So I can't wait to get some in your hands, sir.
Oh, I'm a DAV fan. I'm a Cafe fan.
Yes, sir.
I'm a boutique. I prefer boutiques. Welcome, Kevin. I prefer boutiques over, which I actually I first thought that DAV was short for Davidoff, but no, I said it. When they said that on the show that night, I was just like, no, that's not. But
No.
So when you say Series 1918, I picked it up as being there's going to be more than one eventually. I would think.
We
But
might
how
come
did you
up
co-
with
how did you
some
come
other
up-
stuff.
Okay. How did you how long did it take you to come up with that blend, and what made you go with 6 different fillers?
Oh wow! So yeah, we wanted complexity. We definitely wanted complexity. We
That's
wanted
complexity. That's
100%. We wanted to take people on a journey, one that they're not going to forget. Because some people gravitate towards a particular type of profile, and others like other types of profiles. We wanted to just kind of take it all and see what kind of a blend we can come up with. And it took a while. I'm not going to lie. It definitely took a while. And then, of course, we wanted to age it properly. And just so you know, we're going to release it in 2 different vitolas: a double Toro in a 6x54, and a Robusto in a 5x52.
see, that's my. I like Lancero, but I'm a Robusto. I like the shorter smoke. I know people say, "Well, get the Toro, get the the Toro." It's you get more smoke for your money. I said, I'm at this point, what's 50, 60 cents more, for you're paying $10 to $12 for a cigar. So what's 50, 60 cents? I don't think it's anything. I just like the feel of a box press Robusto.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it is. I think it changes the way it smokes, because it gets a little bit more compact, and it gives you a tighter smoke. But I was sitting in the shop last night, and I was just like, I looked in the ashtray. I was like, what the hell is that? Somebody threw away. It was Perdomo 70. It was this cigar was like, it was huge. I was like, that's way too big.
You're not going to get a proper smoke. I mean, the bigger the cigar. I mean, you've got to have, how much filler are you going to put in that thing? You don't get the real essence of the cigar. I never understood that. I don't know if it's some sort of a complex that these guys have, that they feel like they have to smoke these giant bats, but I've seen ones that'll blow your mind. I mean, they're just, I don't know, you can kill somebody with it.
No. There we go. We're back. We were both gone somewhere. We went somewhere. I don't know where we went, but the picture.
I'm here. I promise. I'm not going anywhere.
So how did you get involved with the PCA? How'd that start out for you?
How did that start? Okay, so that goes back about 4 years, and that's when things were blowing up with the FDA, and they were talking about the grandfather clause, the substantial equivalency, and all that.
Which I still don't understand.
Let me tell you, that's a whole topic in and of itself. But here we are. We're the new kids on the block, and we're trying to just figure things out, navigate our way through this crazy business. And while that was going on, of course, we're trying to educate ourselves, and we want to make sure that we're doing things correctly. And we were reading whatever articles we could, blogs, etc. And then we came across, some of them were written by this guy named Dr. Gabby Caffey, Boutique Cigar Association, Caffey 1901 Cigar. So we're reading, and very insightful. And just moving forward, Gabby said, why don't you see if you can maybe reach out to him, see if he can maybe guide us a certain way, give us certain advice and what have you. So I left him a message. He called me back within the hour, and there he was, this soft-spoken, articulate, intelligent man who just really took his time. You could tell when a person speaks, he wasn't rushing me off the phone. He wasn't short with me. He was just kind of like, this is what you need to do. This is what's going on. This is how I advise you move forward. I walked away learning. I walked away with great advice, and I just felt comfortable talking to him. So that really led to staying in touch, other conversations. And 4 years later, I consider him a brother, a friend, someone that I would collaborate with on any level, with anything cigars or otherwise. And involving myself with the BCA has been one of the proudest things I've ever done. I mean, I'm part of the board, as you know, and obviously the festival, which I'm sure we'll talk about, the first ever boutique festival that will happen.
I can't wait.
I can't either. And of course, protecting the legacy, our baby that we started almost a year and a half ago, originally with Carrie and myself and Gabby.
Been that long already? Year and a half? Been that longer? Been that year,
Isn't
a year and a half?
insane? Isn't that insane?
Wow.
I'm blown away too. Trust me, I say wow almost twice a day. It just blows my mind how time has gone by. So to answer your question, that's how we got involved with the BCA.
I was looking at that and I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm too, because when I first started doing all this, I'm too small for these guys. I don't,
No.
for the BCA. And then I slowly got into the CRA. So I'm a CRA ambassador. Mort's a Cigars for Warrior ambassador stuff. But I got to tell you a funny story about Doc. I don't know if I ever told you guys this on the
I like funny stories. Let me hear it.
Which I love the Friday night hearse. Every Friday night was great, but it was just too time consuming and took away from. So once a month is fine. You say the third Friday of the month, however you guys come up with the date. But we got to get Doc trained just a little bit quicker, a little bit better to get it all. I'm just like, I just want to click on this link and go to the show, and sign on. But so it was over a year ago, not this Thanksgiving that just passed, but the Thanksgiving before.
Okay.
That'd be 2019. So I've known Doc. I met Doc at the first shop we used to hang out with. And you know that whole backstory and all that, so I'm not going to get
Yes, sir.
So we met him there. So we've known him now 5 years. One of the, like you said, one of the most personable, most likable, friendly, kind-hearted guys I've ever met.
Yeah.
Jose, I'm sorry. I will stream part of the when we go out there to the festival. The Great Lakes Smoke Show is going to be streaming live from there all day in the tent. We're going to hopefully get on with them a little bit, walking around, whatever. But so that Thanksgiving, I had gone to the VA probably the beginning of November and had some lymph nodes removed from under my arm.
Okay.
And they stapled them shut. So I'm like, it didn't feel like it was healing right. They didn't leave enough space to drain a little bit. But anyway, so I just wasn't feeling good. And that Thanksgiving, my sister came down. We're at the cigar shop with my brother-in-law and my friend. And one of the guys is like, dude, you just don't look good. I said, I feel all right. It's just that every time I touch my head hurts, whatever. So I finally broke down and went to the emergency room. And my wife showed up, and the doctor's like, he took me and did all this, IVs, all that crap. And said, man, you're lucky you came in. I said, what do you mean? He goes, you were just like this shy going septic. I said, excuse me? What do you mean this shy going septic? It was so infected that he had to drain it. They would drain it like 3 or 4 times while I was there. But so that night, I was in the emergency room like 6-7 hours. So I was on morphine. I was on hydrocodone. I was a little. So by the time I got home, I said, it's time to go. He said, are you okay? I said, yeah, it hurts a little bit. He goes, you want some more morphine? I said, yeah, I'll take some more morphine. I'm shaking my head, yeah. And then I said, oh, wait a minute. No, that means I have to stay here a little bit longer. I go, no, I'm good. Just give me some more. He goes, all right, here's another 10. Get the prescription. So I took the 10 milligrams of the hydrocodone at the hospital. We get home. I'm sitting in the lazy boy, and I'm telling you, clear as day, I'm watching. I look at my phone, and I could have sworn it was ringing. I pick it up.
Was it ringing?
It was Doc Caffey. I go, hold on, let me go outside. So I go outside the back on the patio, and we're talking and talking. And he says, Barry, he goes, I gotta go. It's like 45 minutes. He goes, I'm sorry, I gotta go. I said, well, Doc, that's fine. You gotta go. I appreciate you giving me a call. I said, because I told him everything's going. He goes, dude, I didn't call you. You called me. I said, no, I didn't. Apparently, am I stupid? But he didn't say anything. He stayed on the line with me for 45 minutes. That's just.
I didn't call you.
That's just the way he is. I posted in the comments. I put the link for www.davcigars.com/home. Jose, now take the DVs. Jose, Jose is a friend of mine. He used to work here.
Okay.
He's in the military. He's now in Florida.
God bless you, brother.
He came through on a trip probably about a month ago. He stopped in, smoked one with us. I got the Aristocrat. I got football. Change subject for cigars for a little bit. You watch football, right? You're a Giant fan, right? Don't tell me you're a Jeff fan.
No. I would never do that.
Okay.
Giants.
Remember Mike Green from Mike and Mike?
Yeah. Sure.
He is saying, without a doubt, that Najee Harris from Alabama is going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's going to be Rookie of the Year in the NFL. That's a pretty bold statement because there's a lot of kids coming out of school that just.
You notice I kind of hesitated there for just a second there. That is a pretty bold statement, but yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible. Why, you don't think so? You don't think the kids got it?
I know who isn't. I don't think Trevor Lawrence out of the country is going to be Rookie of the Year.
No.
I think he's overrated. But I'm a Giant fan. What the hell is that? I just want Mr. Barkley to come back.
I just don't want any more injuries. How about that? Is that okay?
I bet you there's going to be a bet in Vegas that he gets injured or doesn't get injured. But what game is he going to get injured? I hate to say
I'm keeping my mouth shut. I really am.
Dude, I took him number 1 in the draft the first year, and he was out in the third game.
Right?
Third game. I was just like,
yeah.
They're like, why are you taking him? I say he's the best running back out there. And bam. But anyway.
At one point, the entire bench was playing all the games.
But I think they did a good job with the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Daniel Jones fan. I like him as quarterback. He's got to be given a chance. We'll see. So, did you place your vote yet for Cigar Trophy?
You're damn right I did. You were damn right I did. And I was going to mention that for people out there that would like to vote, and I urge everybody to vote because it really does count. www.cigartrophy.com, and nobody deserves it more. Cafe 1901, that's Sumatra, Toro Bello, which was nominated for Best Cigar Honduras. And honestly, and I've smoked it, so I'm not saying this because Gabby and I are tight. Absolutely not. If you've smoked this, you want to vote for it because it's an absolutely phenomenal cigar. And just coupled with the fact, if you know anything about the factory, the people there, what they're about, what they stand for, it's you certainly want to cast your vote. It's most deserving. Just go on there. It has all the categories. And again, it's Cafe 1901. It's the Sumatra Toro Bello. They're up for Best Cigar Honduras. Please vote for it. I really hope he gets it because he deserves this win. He really does.
He does. I need to take a quick second and recognize some sponsors real quick. I got Lewis from Smoke Green 72 Cigar Pipe and Tobacco on North Courtney Parkway in Merritt Island, Florida.
Okay.
And I also got this crazy guy we all know, Dr. Rodriguez from GTO Cigars.
Yes, sir.
He's a crazy.
Doc is the best.
He got so mad at me. He came down here, did a show about a month ago, and there's a special rum we both like, and I didn't save him any, so I know that was bad on my part. I got somebody that works. She's a flight not a flight attendant, but she's a pilot for United.
Oh,
So
wow.
they go down there all the time. So she's going to bring me some back. But back to Caffey for a second, and I'm not saying this because I like the whole 1901 line,
Sure.
but I've said it from day one, and I say it all the time. The
Yeah.
Caffey 1901 Sumatra is
Yeah.
my favorite cigar. Always has been.
Yeah, it's a monster.
I smoked some good. I actually smoked. We went to a. This is taboo, probably. We went to a Drew Estates event on Friday night at the big cigar shop.
It's all good.
Well, they had. So I bought a box of Papa Fritas,
Uh-huh.
which I like. I sent a bunch to my daughter because she likes the sweet. She likes to smoke every
Oh,
now and then on
nice.
the golf course and when she's fishing or something. And she's 30. She's online. Hi, Caitlin.
Hey,
Say hi
Caitlin.
to Armin.
Love your dad.
So she always ends up telling on me. I shouldn't even bring this up. But they have a new 10th anniversary, and then they have a Liga Privada 10.
Okay.
So for every 10 cigars you bought, you got the ability. You couldn't get, they didn't give it. You got the ability to buy one of the Liga 10s. So there was 50 cigars that come in the Papa Fritas. So I bought 5 of the. That was a really good smoke. It was really a phenomenal smoke. Yeah, I really did put that. I looked at Morton. I said, I'm thinking this is like close to the Opus X for me. It was that good, but not as good as a Aristocrat.
No, I mean, come on. You know.
No, this is a great smoke. I give them out all the time.
Thank you, man. You have no idea what it means. I mean, in this business.
They want to buy some. I just go to boutiquesmoke.com and buy all you want. Now,
before we actually right now, if anybody wants our cigars, we haven't worked out all the kinks yet to have them up on Boutique Smoke. We will, but if people want it right this second, they can go to PrivadaCigarClub.com.
I forgot about
Brian
that.
Dezen is the man. I mean, what this guy did, he took the whole industry and turned it on its head. I mean, what he did, how he revolutionized things. I mean, you talk about a visionary. This is the guy, and we're honored that he believed in our product, and they've been on there for over a month, possibly 2 months, maybe going on 2 months. And PrivadaCigarClub.com. I was praying he would be able to come out to the festival. I think it's going to be a little difficult for him, but hopefully one of his guys can come out there. That would be wonderful. But as far as our website, davcigars.com, let me be the first to tell you that Val and I are in the midst of revamping our entire website. We are working on an online retail store, and
very nice.
Yeah, man, it's going to be great. Look, today, if you're in this business and with COVID, if you do not have online presence, you're going to have a lot of problems.
You know, the online it hurts the BMM every now and then. I mean, for a little bit. Jose's asking, do you offer a sample pack?
Actually, we do. We have a sample box, a nice little wooden box, and we have 4 of our blends. We have the Habana Classico, the Aristocrat, and the Mestizo, which you're smoking, and the Prima Natural, which is the one with the Connecticut wrapper, the green label. So we have the 4 of those in your favorite size, 5x52 Robusto. We do have those available. So if he can actually, if he's interested, contact at davcigars.com. If he wants to email us and ask us questions or order, whatever the case may be, he can certainly do it that way.
If you have a problem with that, Jose, let me know. I'll get you the info. He's, like I said, he's a captain in the United States Air Force.
Oh, it would be my honor and privilege.
I believe his whole family served. His grandfather, his dad, So I was the second one. My son's, yeah, actually all the males in my family served.
I have an uncles in the First and Second World War. I had another uncle who fought in Korea. No, it's near and dear, and I'm not just saying this. One of the highlights for me, whether you know this or not, for the festival in August, we extended an invitation to Cigars for Warriors, and they're
Oh,
going
very
to have,
nice.
yeah, we're setting them up right at the entrance. We want them to have the best type of presence possible. At the VIP event, we're going to give them an opportunity to say a few words. We're going to let them speak if they choose during the festival to amp people up, whether it's to donate, join, whatever the case is. And we're also going to have various raffles at the festival. And the committee decided that anything having to do with the raffle, we're going to let them run it, and all the proceeds from the raffles will go directly to Cigars for Warriors.
You know, as a veteran, we thank you for that. That's fantastic, because I really hope it's sold out, or even half, because there's a lot of tickets. That's a lot of tickets. 1,000 tickets. That's a lot of people. You know, if
It
you
is.
get half that'd be fantastic. Because do we still are tickets still available?
Tickets are available, but I do urge people to get them, because the first thing that we see that's selling out is Friday night's VIP, which is going to have, it's going to be catered by a top chef who also happens to be a cigar connoisseur. So he's going to have a menu and a half. We're going to have drinks. We're going to have another table set up. All of the exhibitors will have certain boxes there for the VIP members to enjoy. We're going to have music. We're going to have a short program. We're going to have a raffle, which will be an absolutely exquisite hand-carved wood humidor made by Caffey's guys down in Honduras, the Box Factory, and it'll have your name on it.
I've been trying to get one of those for years since he first came down here. When he first came
You
out,
can bring that up with him, man. I got nothing to do with that, brother.
And Mort won one at the other shop. I asked him about a month ago. Somebody had advertised or came out and said, "Hey, I'm turning something whatever for my birthday, and I want you to do something special for me, whatever." I said, "Doc, I want something special like that for my birthday. I turned 60 at the end of the month. I'll pay you whatever for it. I want it." 40.
You turned 40?
Dude, I'm old enough to be your dad, probably.
No, you're not. I'm going to be 48 soon.
Well, if I was from Alabama, I could be your dad, so I'm going to be 60. I'll be 60 at the end of the month, man.
Right,
and the end of July. But okay, so you got the raffle. How do you get raffle tickets?
So what happens is we have a really nice swag bag for the VIP event. I mean, the bag itself is beautiful. We just saw the sample of it. It's going to have the logo and the name of the event, and inside you're going to get a Polish shirt that we made up specifically for the event. Dr. Garo of Garo Cigars, who's also going to be an exhibitor, he'll be there. He came up with the most brilliant thing. He showed it to me. He shows me his hand. He goes, how do you like my ring? I go, it's a nice ring. It was a silver ring. He takes the ring off his finger, puts it on a table, and puts a cigar on it. My jaw dropped. It acts as a cigar holder.
No.
So we're going to have a high-end cutter and lighter. The lighter with the logo as well from Lotus. So cutter, lighter, the shirt, the ring, and a raffle for the humidor, which will then have the winner's name engraved on it. And we're going to fill the humidor with cigars from each of the exhibitors. How can you go wrong? So that's $200 bucks. It's $100 for tier 2 people who can also get tickets. Their swag bag, not too shabby either. It also has a cutter and lighter, and an assortment of cigars from each exhibitor. And then we have general admission, which is $20. So look, how can you go wrong? You're on a 15-acre property. The structure itself acts as a restaurant, a cigar lounge. They are their own winery, brewery, and distillery. They also have a venue for an outdoor concert. They do about 35 concerts a summer, having upwards of 2,000 attendees. So we're going to have different bands throughout the day. And Saturday night, after the festival is over, we're capping it off with a concert.
So let me ask you, is the property is not going to be open to, it's only going to be open to the BCA, right? The festival.
The idea is to have it sold out with the festival. Now, the thing is, because we imagine a lot of people to be locals, so we do imagine there will be people coming in, let's say paying at the door, but we urge people not to do that. All they have to do is go to boutiquecigarfestival.com. All the information is on there, photos, videos, all the information, the time, the days, all the information you need. There's also a link for Eventbrite, where you can click and get whatever ticket that you want, and also the Martinsville Holiday Inn Express and Suites, Martinsville. If you call them, you have to call. It's not online. You call them. You mention Smoke at the Creek. They'll know that it's our event, and you get a very special room rate of $89 a night for a double occupancy, $99 for a king, and free breakfast. So, Barry, we pulled out all the stops. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, absolutely. I
don't know what else we can do. Throw in the kitchen sink.
I got up at 5:30 in the morning to go to work that morning. What was the first thing I did? I bought the very first ticket, VIP ticket. Bam.
Yeah, you did. You did. I'll never forget that.
And then I got approval to go. I bought the ticket first and I said, honey, can I go to the BCA Cigar Festival with Doc Caffey and all them?
But it's not refundable.
Indiana.
Well, now you're on official. You're there in an official capacity, right? You're doing research for no bones about it.
That I could do the media there. The 2/3 of the assholes are going to be there.
So there you go.
I'm going to. I'm a rep or an ambassador for GTO and also for Karen Berger. I can't wait to meet her. I met Bruce. Bruce came through here on a trip last week or so ago on his way to New Orleans. Stopped in, we smoked one, we BS'd for a little bit. I can't do I have a hard time right now doing the rep thing because I still work full time. I can't travel as much as I like to travel, but I do the ambassadorship. So when and if I go somewhere, I do something or whatever, I give out cigars, I smoke, throw one here, one there, whatever. They've been really good to me. I just met them on the Great Lakes Smoke Show. Saw them one day. Ronnie's. I won a pipe on that show a couple weeks ago.
No shit. Did you really?
He's not going to mail it to me. He's going to bring it to the festival and smoke my first pipe with me.
Wow.
I said, all right. He said, that's another three New Yorkers. Kyle, he's from the Midwest. He doesn't know anybody. He likes deep dish pizza. He likes all that. I said, you don't know any better.
Yeah.
You don't. We had to discuss it. Well, pizza's pizza. I'm like,
no, it ain't.
No, pizza's not pizza. We went to this place, New York style pizza, the other day, and they had a pizza in the the slices and the thing. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, is that a pickle? I said, you put pickle on pizza? And I looked at the guy. I said, dude, that's as sacrilegious as pineapple. You don't put pineapple or pickles on pizza. He said, dude, I can't keep this pickle pizza on the shelf. I said, that's because we're down south. I said, you go to New York, you are not going to find a pizza with pickles on it.
If somebody asks, hey, let me get some pickles on that slice, you're going to get the slice thrown at your head.
Yeah, two things you don't mess with a New Yorker. It's pizza and bagels.
Exactly. Pizza. Now, you know this better than anybody. If it's a legit, really top notch New York pizza, guess what? You get a regular slice. You don't need to put shit on that pizza.
Plain, plain. This place, New York style, makes a probably the closest I've had to being away from home. And you get it just a little extra crispy because for some reason
Okay.
down here they like it a little on the soft side. So no, you got to get it a little bit more. Keep it about another 2-3 minutes. Get nice and crispy so I can fold that in half, and it cracks. And if I lean it this way and the oil drips off, there's one vote. And then plain cheese, and a little Parmesan cheese on there a little bit. But I don't need the pepper. Oh, you got to have pepper,
No, I don't.
guys. No, just plain pizza. And then
Plain.
this pad, you get the slices down here are just like, I don't know what's the pie run a pie. What's the pie run for in New York now?
It's about $20. I want to say it's about $20.
Really? Wow, medium a large down here runs like $15.95. Well,
Brother, I remember I used to go down to Tony's Pizza by my house and pay 50 cents for a slice. I mean, those days are gone. Now it's more like $3, $3.50 a slice. But there are still those places in Manhattan, they're dollar slices, and some of them are okay. But when somebody comes and they're like, I want New York pizza, I'm like, I'll take you on one condition. I do the ordering. Don't tell me you want all this fancy shit on that. If you want to experience New York pizza, I'll take you to the best. You have a regular slice, and then you'll know what the hype is all about. And I'm a snob with pizza, so I'm going to take you to Barry. When you come, when that day happens, it's not if, it's when. I'll take you to Amore Pizza in Whitestone. The perfect balance, because it's got to be balanced between the sauce and the cheese. Can't be too cheesy with a little sauce, and can't be too saucy with a little cheese. They have it down the science, and the sauce has that little sweetness to it, man.
There's also a place down here called Brooklands. It's close to the water. It's about 2 towns over.
Yeah.
That actually, that New York pizza, they're really close. But Brooklands, their garlic knots are just to die for, man. But nobody down here can make a Zeppeli because everybody wants a beignet. It's not.
Oh, come on.
It's not the same thing.
You know what? I think you should kill 2 birds with one stone. When the day comes that you're going to call me up and you're going to say, Armin, I'm visiting family and friends. I'm coming up to New York. Take my advice, because the pizza's there all the time. But if you want to come in September where it's cooler, it's not that hot and humid, and plus, you know the drill, brother. You come down for the San Gennaro.
San Gennaro's absolutely.
You'll get your Zeppelis. You'll get your Zeppelis.
You can. There's nothing better than getting the bag full of Zeppelis with powdered sugar and
the grease going through the bag with extra powder.
Let's go to Carnival and get a funnel cake. Yeah, it's not the same thing, man.
No,
you can't compare funnel cake to. No, not going to happen. But any other than the 1918 series, any other big plans for DAV?
We are working on a couple of other blends. They're still aging, so when we're ready to, talk about that, of course, I want to talk to you about it, and of course, we'll send you those cigars. Honestly, right now, it's going to be all about the 1918. As the Lanceros that you love, we're going to get those back in because we always do them as a limited run. We're going to do that. We're on PravadaCigarClub.com. We're revamping ours, and we're working on an online retail store. I've got the festival coming up with the BCA, so there's a lot going on, and I'm excited.
I'm starting to step it up in the world a little bit.
Yeah,
I went and got my sales tax license.
Oh,
I'm waiting to get, and when that's done processing, I had it already. I filled out. I know I clicked on sales tax, but they said I clicked on user tax instead. And I don't know what the difference is, but so they had to cancel that and had to reapply for the sales tax one. But once that comes in, then I have to apply for my retail tobacco license, and then I have to apply for a what do you call those other guys? The wholesale license.
Okay.
Just so I can do what I want to do. If I want to hold on to your stuff and sell them online by myself, or just.
Wow, man, that's exciting.
And I gotta give thanks to the wife, because she 100% backs me on this. She's never questioned me. Because you do what you want to do, man. You're gonna retire. You're gonna need something to do. So I'm trying to set up.
Once you get into this, there's no retiring. You know that, right?
I started. I keep on thinking. I'm here 8 years now. I probably started smoking in 2000, I think, 8 when I first left my house. So
okay, you got 13 years under you.
Almost 20 years, and I only started smoking because I was having a really bad day on the golf course. I was very frustrated. And one of my friends said, "Here, try this. It'll take your mind off of things. It won't, So I said, all right, this is all right. I kind of like this. I can't even remember what it was. But the first ever one I ever bought was a Cuba Cuba. I didn't know anybody.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I didn't know it. But he got me smoking, and then I'll sit on the deck. Right now, I'll come home. If it's nice out, I'll light a cigar, float in the pool with a drink. That's my decompression. Beautiful. People don't realize, and I love nothing better. So when we go into the shop, when we get done, I haven't told you yet, but it's tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday is College World Series night. Game's supposed to start at 6, but they're a little behind because of the weather. So I'm heading out to go to the shop and watch the game because they're all Mississippi State fans around here. So I got to root the local.
I get it.
The local. I'm not. There's really no big. I'm a Florida State fan. They didn't do so well. It is what it is. But I really have nothing else. Unless you got something for me, or you can ask whatever.
But you know what's funny? What you said about the smoking. Here I am smoking cigars for 30 plus years. I've done tons of events at golf courses, and I've never golfed a day in my life. I swear to you, I've never picked up a golf club. The only time I picked up a golf club was on a mini golf course.
Putt golf.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time, but it's an addictive sport. My sister just started playing. She got clubs for Christmas, and she just started playing a couple of weeks ago. She took a lesson the other day, and she goes, "This was so much fun." I said, "It's addictive." She's she's really into pickleball.
What the hell is pickleball?
It's like an oversized wiffle ball with all the holes in it and everything. They have paddles, which are kind of like a little smaller than racquetball paddles.
Yeah.
But they're solid. And you play it on like a half of tennis court. And you have the net, and you have this first line there. You can't go in what they call the kitchen, so you can't go past that. You can't hit that ball while you're in there's some rules to it, but it really does look a lot of fun. It's like an older person's. It's kind of like a life-size ping pong game, is what it's almost like.
That sounds interesting. What's the fascination down there with pickles? Your pickleball, pickles on pizza. Is there like?
I don't know, man. They're professional. There's professional pickleball players. We were watching the other night. This professional. I don't even know what this is called. They had this little thing. It was on ESPN. They had this little, like, trampoline looking thing in the middle. I had this net and this little bouncy thing in the middle. There's people throwing this ball off it, and they even got professional cornhole.
That doesn't sound right to me. A professional pickleball player. I mean, should I just shut up? Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get it either. But I appreciate you taking your time out on a Monday night.
No, anything for you, brother.
I appreciate that. I got one other thing though I forgot to mention.
Go for it.
I don't know. the 5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge was banned by YouTube like 3 days ago. They came they came and said we violated their clause or whatever, and I'm like, what? I go right back. What are you talking about? What did we do? Tell me what we did wrong, and we can correct it. We're just 3 guys that sit around the table, smoke a cigar, and talk about everyday stuff. And then not even 10 minutes later, boom, they brought us back. Oh, we reviewed it. You're okay. Nothing's wrong.
Oh, thank God.
So I'm sitting in line to go to breakfast yesterday morning with my wife, and I got an email that said, banned again. I'm like, now what did we do?
What the fuck?
I same type of, did it again. 5 minutes later, boom, we're right back online again. They reviewed it.
Come on, man. Who's running this shit?
So, I don't know. So I thought everything was good. I had it all hooked up. So because we broadcast to YouTube and to Facebook now, and I do the same thing here with Cigar Enthusiasts. I go to I send it to our YouTube page for the assholes. And so when I went to go live earlier, I'm sitting inside. I'm looking through my emails. And I was like, it's like 3:30 in the afternoon. They sent us another email saying banned again. We don't tolerate spam, scams, or corporate something. I was like,
how is it any of those things?
I don't know. So I sent it again. I said, listen, we cannot correct something that we don't know what's wrong. Tell us what we did to do this. That other sport is called spike ball, Mike said. And I was just like, they'll now wait. They didn't come back as quick. They haven't come back yet like they did last time. So I don't know if we're back on again or not. But I was just like, you're killing me. You're killing me.
It's not spam. It's not a scam. It's not anything corporate. Like you said, it's a bunch of guys hanging out. And look, I listen to you guys all the time. I've been on the show more than once, and there's nothing there. I mean, you guys don't get controversial. So what?
Well, we every now and then we might bring up a subject that's a little controversial, but we don't side. We don't make fun of anybody. We don't say. We just ask a question like, "Is he really this, or is she really this, or is this, or is this?" And a lot of it's wanting to know. We just don't. This things we don't know anything about. We're just asking questions, but we'll see what they say this time. So this show is on you. Will be on YouTube, but not on the Cigar Enthusiast YouTube page. Not on the.
Well, I'll tell you what, brother. Whenever it's ready and it's up there, give me a shout because I'll share it on all our social media pages and talk about it and hype it up and talk about no bones about it.
I appreciate that. I really do. My friends did a great job with this. Well, you can't see it now. I don't know why.
Look it. I see the logo.
I even had T-shirts made up.
Again, I love the intro. I love the intro a lot. It's phenomenal.
Good. I'm gonna try to come up with something else, but I appreciate it. Thank you. I know it's time for you to go to the
Anytime,
gym.
brother.
All right, we'll see you. When's the next BCA, Herf? In July.
It'll be in July. We're going to give everybody plenty of notice. Oh, my last question to you, sir. When is your big day? When's the birthday?
31 July.
31 July? All right, we have time to plan something. FYI, the good doctor who we were talking about on the 7th of July will be celebrating his 50th.
He turns 50?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Don't go by his boyish looks. Yeah, he's hitting the big 5-0. I'm not that far behind. But, yeah, man, look, I always appreciate you. Obviously, your friendship first and foremost, but also the love and support you've given me and Val from day one. And I'm always happy and willing. I don't even have to think about it. You asked me to be on your show or anything else for that matter. You know, I'm always happy to do it. And I can't wait to see you in person in August. And also a shout out to your friend, Jose, who already emailed me. So
did he really? All right.
He did, and I told him I will personally take care of it. I'll get it out.
Jose's on it. Jose's on it.
He is on it.
Thanks, Armin. I appreciate it. Tell Val I'm sorry you couldn't make it.
No worries. He sends his regards, and hopefully we'll all be together in a little over a month.
August 13th? August 12th, really.
Yes, sir.
One last thing.
Go for
Not
it.
only do they have a distillery, a winery, a brewery, an amphitheater, they have the food trucks, and they're working on a restaurant which might not be open by the time of thing, but they have the only ice cream chain in Indiana that turns alcohol in the
Soft serve, baby.
ice cream.
Imagine
It doesn't, and you
your
don't lose the
beer of your
alcohol
choice
content.
and a soft serve.
It could be dangerous. I mean, that go down to you're sucking on an ice cream cone that's 5% alcohol.
And then you're getting rocked and you don't even know it. We're going to be a lot of people around that festival. It's going to be hot. So if everybody's having ice cream.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too, man.
Thanks, my friend. I appreciate it.
You got it, bro. I'll catch you later. Ciao, ciao, man.
Well, folks, thanks for watching another episode of No Bones About It with Armin Caprigliani from DAV Cigars. Go to ProvadaCigarClub.com and you can get DAV there. You also have 72 Smoke Rings in Merritt Island, Florida, a destination smoke shop and bar, and GTO Cigars. Those that know, smoke GTO. Thanks, folks, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for signing on, guys. Stay smoky.